YouTube, man, back at it again, man. Your boy Fly Guy, man. You know what I'm saying? Coolest mug that you ever see on the face of the planet. You dig, man? You know what I'm saying? We ain't in the regular garment and stuff like that, man. But we still dripped out, man. Fresh as hell, man. You already know we rocking, man. Now, look. We just recently did a whole reaction video on the Travis Randolph situation and stuff like that, where he was found out guilty and stuff. Pretty much pleading his case or whatnot the case may be. And a lot of people told me that they wanted me to react to the significant girlfriend, the so-called girlfriend, the still married, but girlfriend of Travis. And how this woman right here, just look at it. Just take a second to look at it real quick. This woman right here really tried to ruin this man's life. We're going to check this out real quick. We're going to talk about it and stuff like that. And, yeah, let's go ahead and get into it.
It was during this time that you and Travis were dating that you were actually married to another man, Andre Chinsang. Is that correct?
And she's
Legally.
So already, you're seeing Travis, right? But you're married. These girls is crazy, man. Like, y'all not even women no more, man. Y'all just girls, man. Like, you got to be in your mid-30s, mid to early 30s, and you acting this childish. You're married, and you put this man through this much hell, but you're married?
Separated, but correct.
Well,
She
you
was
were
married.
still legally married, weren't you?
But could be married and separated.
Okay.
So we were separated.
What does that mean? What does that mean? Legally, you're still married. I don't care that you're separated and all this old, fancy words that you think that you're using. You're still legally married to another man. That's all that matters. I don't care if you ain't seen that man in 5-10 years. As long as that paperwork says that y'all two are married and you still have that man's last name, you are married to that man. So you're committing adultery.
Right, but you weren't divorced, let me put it that way.
Correct.
Okay.
Right.
So if you're not divorced, then you're still legally married. Is that correct?
I thought separated was a thing when it came to marriage. I thought you can either be married, separated, or divorced.
See, she already sounds stupid. I thought separating was a thing. I thought that you could be legally married or divorced or separate. Oh my gosh, bro. She already sounds stupid, bro. Bro, when I first seen her and how she looked, I already know that she looks dizzy, bro. Like, she look like a dizzy-ass female, bro. Like, she think that she knows shit, bro, but she don't know shit, dog. She don't know shit, bro. And that be the problem with a lot of y'all niggas, bro. Like, y'all gotta stop thinking that these females know shit, bro. Like, these females truly be dizzy as hell. Don't be knowing shit, man. They just be so whatever, man. Like, I don't see how y'all do this shit, dog. Like, once again, I see why I'm single, man. Like, I'm cool with all this weird shit. Like, bitch, you married, but yet you got mad at this guy for talking to another female. Bitch, you married. Like, shut the fuck up. You're married. You're a married woman. You're committing adultery. I'm a single male that's not married, so I'm not committing no adultery. If you want to, go by the rules and catalogies of stuff, or, if you're a religious person, that's what it is religiously and stuff like that. You're committing a sin, woman. You're committing a sin, young lady. Travis is not committing nothing. He's a single man. It doesn't matter if you're boyfriend or girlfriend. Technically, you're still single. That's why when you fill out a job application or you fill out your taxes and stuff like that, it asks you, are you single or are you married? It doesn't ask you, do you have a girlfriend? Because legally, there's no such thing as a girlfriend and a boyfriend. Either you're single or you're married. Come on, man. Like, common fucking sense.
But if you want to get technical, like very technical, yes, we were not divorced.
You can't say the word.
Okay. And
Smart
while
dumbass.
you were dating Travis for this year or so, year and a half, you never told him that you were married to another man, right?
No, I didn't.
And
What?
Oh my gosh. Bro, wait a minute. Hold on.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog.
Hold on, man.
Come on, man.
Let me get some understood real quick. So, this big-headed bitch right here, right? Put this man through all this pain and tribulations and triumph and stuff like that. Went through the man's phone, got mad at the man, called the bitch up, put the phone in his face, made him forced to be on FaceTime, all that dumbass, kitty-ass shit. Now acting like a mid to a young 30-year-old, acting like a motherfucking teenager and shit. You did all this dumbass shit, right? But yet, you never told him that you was fucking married? Like, if heaven was a mile away. Like, just look at her, bro. She looks toxic as fuck, bro. She look like the type of female, bro. I'm sorry, man. I done been around a lot of females, bro. You can sit there and talk all that good old cash shit and stuff like that, man. Like how you just doing this and doing that or whatever the case may be. Bitch, this is just gonna be a fuck, and I'm gonna move the fuck around. Like, I'm not finna waste my time with you. Like, I can't take you serious. Like, just how she's trying her hardest to sit there and try to talk all proper, all cordial, trying to seem like a little princess and stuff like that. You know, say daddy's little girl type shit. You feel me? She's trying her hardest to do that, but it's not working, though. That dumb shit is still coming out of her mouth. That dizzy shit is still coming out of her mouth. Like, look at her body language. Her body language just speaks evil. Her body language speaks toxic. Just look how she's standing there. Look how she's looking. Face all fixed up and shit, just. Like, come on, man. You making it too easy for the daggone jury and the prosecutor to despise your ass.
Testified yesterday that you and Travis had a conversation about marriage. Is that right? That's what you told this jury yesterday. That you and Travis, at some point, you had a conversation about marriage.
Hello, are you there?
I didn't necessarily say we had a conversation about marriage. We basically were discussing as that came up about a future, and I said that things have came up that weren't that serious, but yeah, conversations were had.
About marriage, that was your testimony.
Not specifically about marriage, just about a future between me and him, kids, things, etc.
So wait a minute. So she said not about marriage, but yeah, we was talking about kids, future, and etc. Well, that sounds like marriage to me. Isn't the rules of the land that you meet a woman, you get married to the woman, you have kids with the woman, and you start a future with the woman, and you live on happy ever after, right? So why would y'all be talking about kids and the future and stuff, but y'all ain't talking about marriage, though? Just baby, you're not smart. Oh my God, you're not smart. You're not smart. Like, I see why it was so easy for the daggone attorney to chew your ass up. It was so easy for her to chew your ass up because you don't have it. You're a dizzy ass female. You just dizzy as hell. You think that you're smart because, you know, your little friends, your little circle, they all agree with the dumb shit that comes out your mouth, but you're not smart though. You're not smart at all. You may graduated from college. You may have a bachelor in some type of degree or some shit like that. Cosmetology. But you're not smart though. You don't have the game. Okay? You don't have the fucking game. What is the game? I'm calling knowledge. You don't have common sense out here. You're not smart, baby. I'm sorry. Like, I could sit here and have a conversation with you for about 20 or 30 minutes and already knew that, yeah. You don't have it all. You don't have it all. I don't give a fuck what 4-year college degree that you got, what motherfucking, bachelor. You can have all that dumbass shit. All it is pieces of paper that says that you was able to pay attention to a motherfucking white man sitting in front of the motherfucking classroom and you was able to follow his instructions. That's all that shit says to me. But yeah, you have no common sense out here. That's all that's telling me. Trying to talk smart and shit. And bitch, I bet money, you can spell words bigger than me. You can spell all those 15, 20 letter words and shit like that. I only can spell a word that's up to like 8 letters. That's all I can do. I can't do no more. But yet, I have common sense though. I have the game on my side. The uncommon knowledge. Joe, man, dizzy ass out of here.
Stuff like that.
So you're telling this jury today that you did not say yesterday on direct examination that you and Travis had a conversation about marriage. Is that what you're telling this jury?
No, we had a conversation about that. Yes, we did.
Okay.
So which one is it? Did y'all not have it, or did y'all did have it? See, you're going back and forth. This is why it was so easy for the jury to come to a conclusion and find him not guilty on all 4 accounts. Look at y'all presentation. This is y'all presentation. This right here is y'all presentation. Her. What's her name? Dominique. The girl that got the name that goes either or, boy or girl type name. Dominique is y'all presentation. Hey, where my glasses at, dog? Let me put some glasses on, man. I'm not fucking with them. I'm gonna put these Gucci's on real quick. Cause I ain't fucking with her, bro. I don't even want to look this bitch in the eye, bro. She don't deserve to see my pretty brown eyes and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? With the little bit of Asian I got mixed up in me and stuff like that. Let me put my glasses on. Yeah, let me do that real quick, cause you don't deserve to look at me like that. Your ass is dizzy, girl, for real.
And you had a conversation with a man about marriage, and you're still married to Andre Chusang. Is that correct?
Correct.
You lied to Travis. You misled him, did you not?
Say it again. What did she do? Misled him. She wants to sit there and talk all that shit, make it seem like she's just a good girl and all this old dumbass shit, but yet you're lying. You're committing adultery. You're a married woman, still married to a man. You're not legally separated. All that dumbass shit that y'all females want to sit there and believe. You're still married to this man, so yet you're still committing a crime and you're still committing adultery. You're committing a sin. Bitch, you're going to hell. So dumbass.
Travis never asked me if I was married.
Asked a question in order to get an answer, or to be told the truth. Is that what you're telling this jury?
I'm just telling the jury that the conversation about me being married never came up, so I never spoke on it because I felt like it was not my personal business to speak on.
So, wait a minute. You mean to tell me, since that he never came out and asked you, and I'm sure he beat around the bush and gave you little hints, you know what I'm saying, probably never directly asked you, like, are you married? But I'm sure he beat around the bush and stuff like that, and you had plenty of opportunities to be like, you know what, let me be a real bitch real quick. Let me keep it funky with you, you know what I'm saying, because I don't want no type of, you know what I'm saying, falsehood going on and shit like that. I'm married, you know what I'm saying? Yes, you know what I'm saying? I don't, with the man still, I'm not with him, I'm not seeing him, but yes, I am still legally married. You never was a strong enough woman to do that. You wanted to act like a little girl and, well, since he never asked me, I never thought I should say it. Finders, keepers, whoopers, leisures. Like, what? Like, bitch, if I'm asking you to sit there and be truthful with me and stuff like that, like, what you got going on in your life and stuff like that, and you don't tell me that, well, I'm married. Like, I think that's a big problem right there. A very big problem. That I'm not informed that you're married. And just because I never sat there and came directly with it, you can put that on whoever fault that you want to put on. I know females go, well, he never asked her. It doesn't matter. Be a real woman and keep it funky. And let me know that you fucking married. Instead of lying and shit like that. I'm going to sit there and lie and shit. And say that, not give me the truth and stuff, and then want to sit there and get mad at me because I'm talking to another female. Bitch, you married. Shut the fuck up. You have no grounds to stand on.
So what you're telling this jury is that unless somebody asks you a question, a specific question, you don't have to tell them the correct or honest answer. That's what you just told them.
I'm not telling you guys that. I'm telling you guys that in relationships, you have a past. It might not be clean. It might not be the best past that you have, but I decided to leave the past of my relationship behind me. When I started dating Travis, I felt like I didn't need to disclose that because it had nothing to do with what me and Travis had going on.
And see, that's the problem with a lot of females these days, man, because they think that, they shouldn't have to disclose their past and stuff like that. That's why I respect hoes so much. That's why I respect women that's, that's in the sex industry and stuff like that, because they let you know up front, like, yeah, I fuck niggas. I fuck. Yeah, I fuck. Yeah, that's what I do. And I'm a good woman and stuff like that, but I fuck. You know what I'm saying? I fuck a lot. You know what I'm saying? And now it gives you the opportunity to either accept it or not accept it, but at least she's being honest with it, though. Versus these women right here that want to sit there and act like they're just so angels and stuff like that. Like, oh, I don't do nothing, you know. I only had sex with, you know what I'm saying, my high school sweetheart, and that was like 10 years ago, and I haven't had sex ever since then, you know. So I'm pretty much a virgin and shit like that. But reality, though, this bitch is fucking and sucking any and everybody that walks right past her and say what up to her, though. Let's keep it all the way funky. You know, these type of females right here, I ain't got time for. We want to hide shit and stuff like, oh, the past is the past. It ain't got nothing to do with our future and blah, blah, blah. No, keep it real with me. Because there's a lot of men out there that they get into dealings and relationships with these girls, and they found out later on that, man, they girl was doing this and doing that and blase and stuff like that. And when they find out about that and they confront the girl, it's World War III now. Because all you had to do is keep it funky and be like, you know what? I had a one female, right? I ain't gonna lie to you. I respect her a lot. Even though we kind of like fell off on bad terms and shit like that, I respect her a lot because she told me right from the beginning what she all done did, right? Because I remember one time me and her was out. We was at a bar and shit. And it was an individual that I walked up to and shit like that or whatever. And I said what up to him and shit or whatever the case may be. And after we had a little conversation, blah, 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 and stuff like that, she could have kept it quiet and not said nothing. But I had went outside and to smoke my vape and shit. And she came out there with me. And she was like, yo, Fly, she called me my real name. But she was like, yo, Fly, I want to tell you something real quick. I'm like, what? She's like, I want to tell you something because I'm ready for it to come from my mouth before it comes from somebody else's mouth. But the guy that you was just talking to, you know what I'm saying, your boy and shit like that, we had a pass. You know what I'm saying? I used to fuck on him. And I'd rather, to be woman enough to let you know that, I used to fuck on that dude right there, for if you hear from him or any of his friends and shit like that, you won't feel no type of way about that. I respect her so much for doing that because she didn't have to do that. She kept it funky. Like, yo, I used to fuck on that dude right there. Like, I'm just going to keep it 100 because I see that y'all know each other. Y'all was having a good conversation. Seem like y'all, cool friends. Like, y'all the best of friends and shit. I know it's going to be a conversation that's going to come out of this. I just want to be a woman, and I want to be the first person to let you know versus one of these motherfuckers telling you and giving you a false narrative. I respect it so much for that shit. Like I said, even though we fell off on the bad terms and shit like that, we somewhat cool, but, whatever. But I will always give her that much gratitude right there. She kept it real with me from beginning to end. I just wish it could have went better, but she kept it real with me from beginning to end, man. And that's why I got love for her to this day.
So you were talking about marriage and you're married. You never told him, right? Isn't it true you never told him?
I never. No, he answered.
Hey, next question.
What?
Yesterday you told the jury that your relationship with Travis wasn't an open relationship. You remember that?
Correct.
Okay. Isn't it a fact that you were the one that actually started this whole thing by sneaking and looking into his phone?
I didn't sneak and look through the phone if I have the password.
I love when females sit there and say this dumb ass. I didn't sneak and look into his phone if I have the password. Bitch. So, you just be going through my phone, And then when Travis asks you, can he go through your phone, you want to sit there and start hitting him and shit like that? He probably don't even got the password to your phone. You probably change your password in your phone all the time. But yeah, you got his password, though. Like, shut the fuck up. You sound so stupid, man. Like, I hate when females say dumb shit like that. Like, I got his password, so, it's open season. I can go through his phone anytime I want to. Does he have your password? Like, he never asked me for it. Okay, so you go through his phone 24/7. He don't never go through your phone unless y'all get into an argument. And then that's when he asks you for your phone. And then that's when you want to start causing a ruckus and a hoot and hollering, you know what I'm saying, a Wendy Williams type of session, just screaming at the top of your lungs type shit. Bitch, go on somewhere.
Oh.
But he didn't tell you could look at his phone, did he?
But if someone gives you something and tells you you are allowed to look at it, I don't believe that is called sneaking.
Okay.
Is the way you talk.
It's not what you believe, it's the facts. That's once again your feelings again. I feel that once somebody gives you something, I don't feel like it's sneaking. No. Why you going through the man's phone? For what? What you looking for? You trying to see how much money he got in an account? You trying to see if he wish his mother a happy birthday or happy Mother's Day? Like what you looking for? What are you looking for? Like honestly, what are you looking for? But nonsense and bullshit. And I tell people this all the time. When you go through somebody's phone, you're going to find the bullshit that you want to find.
Talk to me, is that the way you talk to Travis?
What? How am I talking to you? I feel like I'm being respectful.
No, you're not.
Okay. So.
Right. No, you're not. See, this. Even, it's crazy that it takes a white. Oh my God. This is so crazy, bro. It's crazy that it takes a white lady that's a lawyer to see the bullshit that you're trying to run. Like, look at your demeanor. Look at your body language. Look how you respond to the questions. You have an attitude right now. Everybody in the courtroom can see that you have an attitude right now. I tell women this all the time, especially my black women. Cover your emotions, because when you start talking, your emotions show so steadily. And right here is showing so hardly that you have an attitude right now. You feel uncomfortable. You don't want to be here right now. You feel like you're in a situation where, you can't word your way out of it. You can't cry your way out of it. You can't lie your way out of it. So now you're getting mad and upset and stuff like that because you're in an uncomfortable environment right now. Hey, you the one that started all this shit, so hey, this is the punches that you get.
You just made a comment to me.
Sustained.
Tyler Robinson, why he brought his gun there?
He says he carries his gun
The
off.
question is, did you ask him?
No, I never asked him.
You were just going to give an answer, so which is it?
You didn't let me, so you choose.
Here it goes.
Ms. Jones,
The attitude.
just
The attitude.
Sorry.
The attitude. The
Question
attitude.
was,
What was the question?
did you ever
attitude.
ask him?
No.
Okay,
No.
next question. Whether. This is the
Look at
proper
it,
way
look
to
at it.
ask that question.
You
Attitude.
remember whether Tyler sent you, Sebastian, and Keisha on a group text at 11:44 a.m. And he said, "Get the F out of my house."
Look at her. Look how she looking. Playing with the little microphone, mouth open, got the dead man stare just. It's just reading attitude. Attitude. That's why it was so easy for this lawyer to chew your ass up on the motherfucking stand. Because all you're showing is attitude. You're showing uncomfortableness. You don't like the situation that you're in right now. And it's showing all right here. Stupid ass.
That's what you told the jury yesterday.
Okay, he might have said that. Yeah, he said that.
He wanted you out. He wasn't blocking you. He wanted you out of the house.
He wanted me to get out after he told me to go in the house to get my things. So I went into the house to grab my personal items that I brought over there.
He didn't want you. I don't like you anymore.
He probably did say that. He was saying a lot of hurtful things.
So he did say that, right?
Okay, so yeah.
So he
fine.
said, get the F out of his house, and he didn't like you anymore, right?
Okay.
Is that true?
Over a million other words, but yes.
Okay, well, I'm asking you about those specific words.
Look, here we go with the exaggeration and shit. Females love doing this shit, exaggerating shit. They love exaggerating shit, man. Like I said, I've been in situations with this all the time, man. I remember a female, I got into an argument with a female one time or whatever. And, you know what I'm saying, we sitting there hooting and hollering at each other and stuff like that, whatever the case may be. And this bitch gonna sit here and throw a phone at me and shit like that. So I grab the phone and threw it back at her and shit like that, or whatever the case may be, right? And I leave up out of there. I get a phone call like 20 minutes later, like, oh, yo, you beat up my cousin, I'm gonna kill you. That's like, see, here you go with the females over exaggerating. The bitch threw a phone at me, I threw it back at her. Now I beat her ass up to a pulp. So here she goes saying that, yo, yeah, he said that and a million other things too as well. Did he really say a million other things? Did he truly say a million other things? What's the million things that he called you? Like, I didn't know that there was over a million type of ways to hurt somebody's feelings. I didn't know there was that many words in the English dictionary. Please, somebody let me know this shit. There's a million things that you can say to somebody to hurt their feelings. Holy shit. Y'all put me up on game.
Words, not the other million words that he said.
Yes.
So he said a million words?
Not a million, but he said a lot of other
You
things.
just told the jury he said a million words. So is that true?
He said a lot of other
I'm
things.
asking you if you're.
He said a lot of other things.
I'm asking you if.
The question is, did he say a million or did he say a lot? Let's be specific. Stop over-exaggerating. That's all females do is over-exaggerate.
Your testimony right now that he told you a million words, if that's an exaggeration or if that's the truth.
Oh my! I love this woman. Who is that? Who is that lawyer right there? I need to find her Facebook or something. I need to be her friend. She gets it. She fucking gets it. I love her. She gets it.
Obviously, he didn't say 1 million words,
That's what you just told them.
but he said a lot of other things to me.
Are there other things you've exaggerated about during your testimony?
Not at all. I've been extremely truthful.
I've been
Called him a broke.
I've been extremely truthful. Look at that fake ass shit. And now this is the part where I guess it sounded like she was about to say this is when you called him a broke bitch.
Bitch. What did you mean by that? That he has no money?
Yeah. Yes.
So why was that important? Why the fact that he had no money? Why was that something that was important to you at that point?
It wasn't important to me because I was still dealing with him when he didn't have money.
But why was that?
Females always love to sit, especially black females. They always love to sit there and be like, nigga, I made you. I did this and did that for you, blah, blah, blah. And now you going to leave me. Like, bitch, he was going to be successful. He was successful before he met you, and he's going to be successful without you. What did you honestly do to try to make this guy? This guy is a multi-millionaire. You ain't do shit to make this guy. Well, let's just be 100. You ain't do shit to make this guy. I hate how females be trying to get themselves more credit than what it is. Like, yes, a lot of y'all females do be making these dudes, these Jody fed ass niggas. Y'all do be making these dudes. I will give y'all that. There's a lot of Jody fed ass niggas out here that y'all be making. I will give y'all that. But it's an elite group of individuals out here that y'all don't be making. So stop using your previous relationship because you made this Jody fed ass nigga into the nigga that he is to this day. And now you got with a nigga that is already set, that's already got his motherfucking shit in order. Don't think that you making him. You're not doing nothing. You're not doing shit at all. He was successful without you before you came into his life. He was successful while he was with you. And he's going to be successful once you leave. You didn't make him, baby. Stop giving yourself so much credit. God damn. Give credit to your kids or something. Give credit to, well, you can't give credit to that because it was a failed marriage, so you can't do that. But give credit somewhere else. Like, god damn.
That important at that point when you're being
Because he's saying low blows to hurt my feelings, so as a reaction as a human, I'm going to say low blows to hurt his feelings.
So you were there anymore. He wanted you out of his house. That's what you told the jury yesterday.
Okay.
He wasn't keeping you confined in there, was he?
He was.
He wasn't falsely imprisoning you yet on the 6th, was he?
Bitch, you broke his PlayStation 4. The fuck? You broke his motherfucking PlayStation. Motherfucker. Talking about keeping you confined and shit like that. Bitch, you broke his PlayStation.
He was keeping me confined in the room. That's why I picked up the trophy.
That's why he told you to get the F out of the house.
You're not in chronological order, so you're saying it.
Spell that word. I want you to spell that word. Chronological. Chronological. I hate when people use words that they can't spell. Spell that word for me. I bet she can't. She heard some motherfucker say that one time. She like, ooh, bitch, that's fancy right there. I'm going to use that word one day. Chronological. What does that mean? Oh, that means that you're not saying something in the Pacific order. Oh, I like that girl. Yes, bitch. Yes, bitch. Yes, bitch. I'm going to use that word, bitch.
At some point, he told you to get the F out of his house. Did he not?
After he held me in the room and was not allowing me to leave.
Wait a minute. That makes no sense. Why would he hold you so-called captured and you can't leave just to turn around and tell you to leave? That makes no sense.
Absolutely nothing to do with you. Isn't that the fact?
I wanted absolutely nothing to do with him.
And isn't true, you told this jury yesterday that Travis said, I don't like you anymore. You remember that? You remember telling this to the jury?
Look at the
He
face.
was
Look at the
saying,
face.
I don't necessarily remember him saying those exact words, but he was saying a lot of things. Like I said, as
Then why'd you tell the jury yesterday? He said,
it's not. I'm just trying to make sure I'm answering the questions to my best ability. That's it.
all you have to do is tell the truth, and it'll be.
I am telling the truth, but
That's
you're
it.
asking.
Question.
Thank you.
Okay.
That's it.
You were hoping
thinking about
that
it.
when he got the
See. Look at it. Got to, like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I'm here right now. Like, this is so embarrassing. Like, me and my girlfriends, we sat here for days and days and days because I was never locked up doing this. You know, Travis was locked up during this whole situation. I was never charged for anything. So we prepared for this for months, years at that, because this happened way back in 2021. It's 2023 now. We practiced for this for over 2 years. Like, we did all this to try to prepare for myself for me to be in front of this stand, and bitch, it's not working. It's just not working. Like, this white lady's just chewing me up right now. Like, this white lady with this fucking dress suit on with the motherfucking broad shoulders and shit like that, and these terrible ass black high heel shoes and shit that's leaning to the left and the right and shit. Like, she just chewing me up, and she got glasses, and her hair looks raggy and shaggy like, and it looks like it just stinks, and she just giving me the business. And oh my god, I just can't stand that I'm in this position right now. Like, me and my bitches, we prepared for this for 2 years straight, and it's not working out to where we thought that it was going to work out. And I'm upset right now, and I'm emotional. Like, oh my gosh. Like, that's what's going through her head right now. That's truly what's going through her head right now. Honestly, that's what's going through her head right now. She is so mad and upset that, like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm in this situation. Why did I do this? Why? Now she's sitting there singing that sad ass song. How did I get here? You know what I'm saying? Like, like you had sex with a female and the condom broke and you done peed all in her and shit like that. Now she's sitting on the toilet like, oh my gosh, I'm finna be pregnant. Oh my god, I can't believe this. My life is destroyed. This is how she's sitting there too, like on the toilet, like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this nigga just pissed in me. I can't believe he just peed all in me. Like, I cannot have no baby with this old dog ass nigga. I can't do it. Oh my god. Even though the dick was good, the sex was great, I cannot have no kid with this old punk ass, drug dealing ass, attractive, dark-skinned, dread-headed, he might die tomorrow from gun violence type of nigga that I'm so attracted to. I cannot be with this nigga. I can't have no kid by this nigga. Please, Lord Jesus, don't let me be pregnant. Please, don't let me be pregnant. Please. This is how she's feeling right now, bro. This is honestly how she's feeling right now. She is just struck.
Contract with the NFL that you guys would then be married, like you told the jury you guys had discussed. And And you would benefit by his millions of dollars that he was going to be making from the NFL.
Yo, this is crazy.
First of all, I didn't even know how much money he was being offered.
Next question. Took it too
Had a
personal.
plane ticket to go with him, did you?
He didn't have one either. He didn't even have a passport.
Did you have
Wait a minute. So he didn't even have a password on his phone. That's how G my man was. He didn't even have a password on his phone, but I bet you got all types of password, fingerprint, face recognition, all types of dumbass shit on your motherfucking phone. Your shit locked up like the motherfucking Fort Knox around this motherfucker. You know, one of those females that, you know, if you had a dinner table or you're out for dinner or something like that, a dinner date or something like that, she don't set her phone like this. She don't do this. She set her phone like this. This is how she sets her phone. Like this. And if she feels it vibrate or something like that, she'll look at it real quick and put it right back down. Just like that. Look at it, put it right back down. That's the type of female that she is, man. She one of those females, always hiding some shit. Because you a sneaky ass motherfucker.
Plane ticket to go with Mr. Rudolph to Canada.
He was not leaving until May, and no, I did not have a plane ticket. This all happened in April.
At the time of this incident, did you have any means of transport or a plane ticket, anything showing this jury that it was his intention that you were moving to Canada with him?
No.
And you knew in April, when you guys were dating, that it was his plan to just go work in Canada for a short period of time, and his hope was to get back into the NFL. Isn't that true?
I didn't know his ins and outs. I knew he had a contract with the CFL, and that's the most that I can say to you. That's all I really know.
So he never discussed with you his hope that he was going to come back to Florida and work again for the NFL? That was never a discussion?
He has said things like that, but I don't know exactly his.
What? So wait a minute. You're not listening to the question that's being answered. All she's asking you, was there any type of communication or talk about him coming back to Florida and working for the NFL? I don't care what type of form or fashion it might be. Coach, player, assistant coach, water boy, whatever. Was there any type of talk? First you said no, and then you said, well, there was something, but I didn't know the severity of it. Already, you're back and forth with it. All she asks you, like, if you just listen to the questions that she's asking, she's not asking you difficult questions. She's asking you simple, logical, don't have to think about it questions. You're the one that's fumbling over it because you're doing too much thinking, because you're trying to process it, because you think that the question is more than what it is. Just answer it. Did y'all have any talk about him going back into the NFL in any type of form or fashion? Yes, we did. Not, no, we didn't. Well, you just, well, my bad. I mean, we had some type of talk, but I didn't know the severity of it. Like, you're doing too much thinking. Stop thinking and just answer it. That's why she's able to chew your ass up like how she is.
Intentions of what would have happened.
Well, he did say things like that. There was a discussion with you about that. You just
There was a discussion.
Overruled.
didn't you just say that you guys had a discussion about that?
Yeah, we had a discussion.
So hard?
I said I wanted a break, but you know how relationships are. Relationships are iffy. You might say you want a break one day. The next day you guys might relationships are iffy. You might say you want a break one day. The next day you guys might be back together. So
You told the jury yesterday that you hadn't seen each other for about a month. You remember that?
if you don't see someone, it doesn't mean that you're not with them.
Okay. Well, you weren't with each other during that month. You weren't having any
But we were still,
conversations during that month,
we
right?
were talking every day, FaceTiming every day. And some days when he would come back down, he would come pick me up and I would see him.
Correct. But you would agree that if you don't see somebody for a month, and prior to that, the implication is that you were seeing them before that the relationship has taken a change in course, has it not?
Because I had surgery.
So the only reason you stopped
Oh
seeing
my
each other-
God. So now the relationship took a change, of course, because now you didn't have surgery. Now this bitch done had surgery. Oh my gosh. So now she's an athlete and she's having motherfucking ACL surgery and shit like that. What the fuck? Oh, bitch, what surgery you had?
for a month was because you had surgery.
Correct. I was at his house every day before I had surgery, and then when I had surgery, I was only able to move so much, and I wasn't really able to drive in a vehicle that much.
You just said that sometimes he would come and pick you up, even though you told
I had to sit aside.
Like, see, this is what I'm talking about. Chewing your ass up. You sitting there saying that I had surgery, so I wasn't able to move, I wasn't able to drive. But yet you just said that Travis used to come pick you up. When he came back to Miami, he picked you up. So what driving are you doing? What driving are you doing if he's coming to pick you up?
Certain way, I had to do things a certain way in order to go places. Yes.
I know you told the jury yesterday that he took care of you for a week, right? While you were recuperating, right? Is that a yes?
Yes.
Yesterday you told the jury that you were concerned because he was in Miami so long and I didn't know where we stood. Remember telling the jury that?
Yes.
So you didn't know where your relationship was at. Isn't that correct?
I didn't know when it came to him being in Miami, but I
So wait a minute. So now you don't know where the relationship stands at, but yet you just said 2 minutes ago that even though we haven't seen each other in over a month, we're still together. Make that make sense. Are y'all still together? Or y'all having a conflicting type of relationship? Which one is it? It's one of the two. There's no middle ground right there. Like, bro, this girl is just so... Bro, I'm so glad that he beat this case right here. And I wish that she will be trialed and you know, have some type of charges come against her in some type of form or fashion. Because how dumb she is and the shit that she put this man through, she needs to be made an example for. Obviously, it's not gonna be in this type of courtroom, but at least civil court or something. Make her ass go in debt or something. God damn.
I knew that me and him
This
still
girl
had a
dumb.
solid relationship because it was over
Dog.
a year.
Why did you
Dog.
say that? I was
Doesn't mean
concerned
if
that
you
he was in
guys
Miami so long. I didn't know
dated for a
where
year,
we
the
stood.
relationship has to be solid.
I didn't. That's why I was going on the movie date so I can figure out where we stood.
So you just said once again that even though we ain't seen each other in over a month, we'll still sit there and FaceTime each other and talk to each other every day and blah, 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 all this old dumbass shit. So we still together, even though you're married, but we're still together. But now you're saying that, oh, I didn't know where we stood, so that's why I was going on movie days and blah, 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 trying to get understanding. Like, which one is it? Y'all too old to be thinking like this, man. God damn.
Because your relationship was basically over at that point. You didn't
Nobody ever said the relationship was over. So to my knowledge, it was not over.
You now said, or what you told her yesterday, was that he was in Miami so long, to use your terms. So he was spending a lot of time in Miami, was he not?
He was spending time in Miami, yes.
He was spending more time in Miami than he was playing video games, wasn't he?
Kind of in the middle.
Inside, and he was in your ear telling you that Kayla had a better body than you, right?
It was more than that. It was the bitch word, the fuck you, it was more than just about a female.
Okay, and isn't it true? Let's talk about the
So if it's more than about a female, then why did you make it seem so prevalent that you went through his phone, you seen the text messages that they had with each other, you sat there and FaceTime the girl, you do the phone in his face to make it seem like he's the one that's calling. If it's not that. See, it's all about the female. You're mad and jealous because of a bitch. You're trying to sit here and, oh, it has nothing to do with the female, it was the name calling and blah, 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 and all this. All right, well, if it had nothing to do with the female, then you would have seen what you seen in that phone and just bounce. Not make a big scene about it. But yet, all this shit transpired because you want to sit there and be just like the rest of these females do. They ain't got shit going on. You're not doing shit. Why he's out here trying to do this and try to do that and try to do this and try to do that and try to provide and try to get this money and stuff like that. You're just sitting around moping and lazy and just being miserable all day and just, oh, well, let me go through Travis' phone real quick and see what I can find in his phone before I can make him miserable too, because I feel so miserable right now. So I want him to feel miserable too. Like, that's all you doing.
You were calling him a broke bitch. You were screaming at him out there on the front lawn, were you not?
After he started calling me one first, yeah, I was.
Men arrived when Rudolph's girlfriend contacted them,
shit.
claiming Rudolph had assaulted her after she found texts from other women on his
Yeah.
phone, telling them to
Look at
come
this shit.
shoot up the house. One of those
Look, got all the men standing in front of his house and shit. All her brothers and shit like that, cousins or whoever the fuck these motherfuckers is. Got all these motherfuckers standing out in front of his house and shit like that too. Beat him up, whoop him, got guns and shit like that. All this old dumbass shit for all the lies that she done put through. She done sat here and lied on motherfuckers and shit like that. Almost cost this man his freedom. And even though he got found not guilty, it still ruined his life forever because a lot of people don't want to deal with the bullshit that came behind this shit. Even though he got found innocent, they don't want to deal with that shit because of the media type shit. So they don't want to deal with Travis. You know what I'm saying? You got one of your brothers or brothers' friends killed and shit like that. Like, all because of a female, bro. Thinking in her emotions, thinking with her heart, not thinking logical. Got all this shit going on, man. Just fucked up everybody's life. Because she's selfish and she's petty and she's only thinking about herself. How she feels. Not about the overall situation. It's just all about how she feels. That's all that matters at the end of the day. How she feels. Fuck everybody else's feeling. How do I feel?
men, the girlfriend's brother,
So
testifying
basically
he
what
was throwing
happened,
punches at Rudolph during the fist fight, but insisted
she
no one pulled a gun
actually
and all four ran and got into
lied
the car.
to
Look at this shit.
Rudolph's
her
attorney
brother
insisting Rudolph
that,
was
you
acting
know,
in
the boyfriend was
self-defense.
attacking her, threw her on the floor, all that, which wasn't even the case. So the brother came in with a crew of 4 other people, and that's when everything started. Like, come on, man. Yo, this is the best advice, man. Don't let, you know, your anger.
This shit is sad, bro. And I'm glad that he got found, you know, saying innocent and stuff like that in this situation. But that's just a prime example, man. She should be charged with something, man. I know she's not going to be charged for this shit right here, but at least in civil court, man, hey, get her in the pockets, man. Make her have to pay something. something, putting this man through all this bullshit. He ain't do shit, man. He ain't do shit, man. You a married woman. You sitting here lying and conniving, doing all this trickery ass shit and all this old dumb ass shit and stuff like that or whatever, man. It's like, this shit all could have been avoided, man. I feel for bro, man. I'm glad that he was able to beat that shit, but it just shows, man, that, bro, in today's society, bro, motherfuckers better off just being single. When I say being single, man, like, let a motherfucker know from the beginning, just like what I do, man. Like, look, I'm not looking for no relationship. I'm just here to have a good time, you know what I'm saying, just to have fun, you know what I'm saying. If we do this, we do that, you know what I'm saying. That's what we do. Yes, when I'm with you, I'm gonna treat you like a woman. I'm gonna treat you like a lady, you know what I'm saying. Hold the door, hold your hand, you know what I'm saying. I'll pay, you know what I'm saying. We going on a date, I'll pay for it. But relationship wise, no, don't go through my phone. Don't try to control me. That shit ain't finna work with me. Like, move the fuck around. I ain't got time for that goof ass shit. I don't. But it always comes down to the same shit. Females get their emotions attached and just shit. And, you know, they try to control a man and stuff like that. And this is what the severity that could possibly come out of that shit. That's a toxic ass, domestic ass relationship that all this shit could have been avoided if motherfuckers was truthful from the beginning. That's all it is. You feel me? But it's your boy Fly Guy, man. You already know we rock a bullet cooling and schooling, man. I'm finna go ahead and get up out of here, man. Nothing but peace, love, and blessings and positivity. You already know we rock a bullet cooling and schooling. Until next time, I'll holler at y'all bigger fools the next one, man. Y'all be smooth, y'all be prayed up, y'all be ganged up out here. And I'm gone, man. Holla at me in the next one, man. Let's get money. Gone, man. Holla at me.